Gardner, between about Gardner and Dwight, and we're just passing all the exits at Dwight, and we still are continuing southbound past Dwight now, so we'd be heading towards Odell and then down towards Pontiac. So with the left rear wheels being basically out of the picture here, both the inner and outside duals, those tires are long since gone, and now the rims are progressively getting hotter and hotter, and that heat's going to be conducted into the rear end here, and that the rear end on this thing is probably going to be failing here in the not too distant future. This vehicle is starting to slow down quite substantially here. The last time a trooper tried to pull up alongside, this individual gestured out the window and yelled something at the trooper, and the trooper backed off. And then this individual took off on the southbound side of I-55. So we're just literally south of the last Dwight exit, and this vehicle is starting to drift down to where it's almost completely stopped on the roadway. So this may be over here. Looks like he's going to be bailing out. We've got the doors open. The individual is out of the ambulance here now. The driver is out. Looks like troopers are now have that individual. He is going to be apprehended here shortly. He has raised his hands in the air. He is following the commands of the state police. He is in the process of surrendering the troopers right now. That ambulance mechanically came completely apart. The rear end there basically failing after the left rear wheels, the tires came off, following the orders of the troopers here and now he's going to be taking off on foot, running across the interstate, going to be running across the northbound lanes of Interstate 55. The individual carrying some sort of a backpack, now running southbound in the northbound lanes of I-55, trying to stop a vehicle, going to be trying to, he's not going to get into that one. That guy's not going to fall for that. Here comes the K-9 unit, officers, they make the tackle, they made the apprehension, and that individual is now being taken into custody. The dog is helping out, K-9 unit is helping out. Obviously, we have a recalcitrant subject here. This individual obviously has been driving this ambulance for a long time, southbound on I-55. Jumped into this ambulance. This pursuit began back on Interstate 55 right around Cicero Avenue, and has now terminated with the ambulance, the rear end of the ambulance, the rear axle and the rear wheels falling completely apart. That individual looked like he was going to surrender to police. He looked like he was at least initially following what troopers had to tell him, following their orders, and then decided better of that and decided to just go take off on foot. That individual is now in custody. This pursuit has terminated. Interstate 55 just south of the town of Dwight by not too many, well, probably about a half mile or so past the last Dwight exit. This individual is now on the ground and in custody of the Illinois State Police and a host of other law enforcement agencies that joined in the pursuit of Chicago Fire Department Ambulance 66. For those of you who are just tuning into the live stream, we're over Interstate 55 at Dwight, Illinois, and this has been a pursuit of Chicago Fire Department Ambulance 66.